Guys, welcome to another episode of TTV. But today we're not working on the T5.1, we're actually working on my personal van. And I know what you're thinking, what work do you need to do to your own van? Well, I've already replaced this door, but it came with a little battle mark, so maybe that. The original damage on this van, other than a caved in door, was this dent that runs all the way down the side here. Maybe that. Maybe it's the rear doors are so many shades of silver that you can't even tell what the original paint was anymore. Or maybe it's all of the bad filler done by the previous owner that runs all the way down the side of this van, including here, and then painted over really badly with a rattle can. Maybe it's this too. Another potential is that you have to click the button about 15 times before the sliding door opens. But today I'm actually doing none of these things. Instead, I'm doing top mounts. And of course, when you're doing the top mounts, you have to take the suspension out. And by some miracle, I happen to have this Coilover kit for a T5 laying around. Brand new to me, by the way. Never fitted before in my ownership. Yeah, it's looking a little bit worse for wear, but everything seems to work. Doesn't seem to be any leaks. I'm not trying to go super duper mega low. I've already got a car that does that. It's over there. Don't need that in my life. But I would like a little bit lower. Plus, I have some plans in the future that I'm not going to tell you about because you're going to have to wait and see. That needs coilovers. I'd looked at lowering springs, but I couldn't justify the price of them. So, coilovers it is. It looks like a good kit. It seems to check out, and I got it for a pretty damn good price. So I can't complain. I am going to clean up the rust a little bit of black paint here and there. Ain't gonna, here's a van. It's a cheap van, and that's what you got to remember. I'm not trying to spend a lot of money on this. But yeah, future plans. This is the first step. So, got to be better than like sanding and filling for multiple hours. The other problem is I don't actually have the paint for the van yet. So even though it's ready to be painted, I can't do anything with it. So I'm still waiting for that. And in the meantime, I thought, let's just do something fun. So let's crack on. Ta-da! Okay, everything is ready. I've got to both top mounts. I've got all of this taken off. So that was both wipers, the scuttle panel, the little rubber strip, and the wiper mechanism, which is all down there. And I've got the wheels off, both sides. There you go. Now I know that this van looks a little bit tatty, but underneath it is solid. I've already done, like way before I started this YouTube channel, I've done a bunch of work to it to really try and improve all the little bits and bobs that are worn out over the years. So for instance, on both sides and the front, I've got a Powerflex rear bottom arm bush and a front bottom arm bush, both Powerflex. I've got a brand new drop link and a brand new ball joint down here somewhere. So literally the whole lower section of the suspension was brand new this year. All except for that top mount. And that top mount makes so much noise when I turn the wheel. And I think it's the last clunk in the suspension when I go over potholes and little bumps and stuff. So I want to get it sorted. It made sense to do the coilovers at the same time, because why not? Why not? So there is one little thing I've noticed. These front coilovers are adjusted by these two rings, and you use a C-spanner to do this. I don't actually have a C-spanner, but that's okay. I could still probably make them move up and down if I needed. However, this is all I have for the rear coilover system. I have the springs, the shocks, and the spring mounts. And it wasn't until literally a few minutes ago that I realised I don't have any rear adjusters. So I guess that means I'm just going to be running the height at whatever height they were set at before they were taken off whatever van they were on before. Hopefully that's not too low, because I don't want it scraping the floor every 5 minutes. I've still got to get around in this thing. It's not going to be a show pony. And while I am aware that there are things you can do to the front and rear, standard like hubs and spring mounts in order to make it lower, like the hub mod for instance, I don't plan on doing that. I'm not trying to set new world low records or anything like that. I just literally want a slightly lower ride height. So hopefully this is the suspension set up right for a nice low-ish van, without having to do any modifications to the hub or the rear suspension or anything. So I think all there is left to do is to just lob it on and hope for the best. Would you montage? Would you just a montage? Or yeah, we'll go montage. Cue montage. Right, here we go then guys. Let's see how it looks. Well, I can get the jack out from under it, so that's always a good start. But oh my life, this is low. I mean, compared to a car, it's not, but this is weird. I can like look down into the engine. This is strange. Right, I better do the back. Alright then guys, here we go. Moment of truth. You didn't think I wasn't going to show you, did you? And that is going to be it for this week, guys. I hope you've enjoyed it. I mean, a bit different. I mean, completely different vehicle, so, you know, something a bit different. If you enjoyed it, there's loads more work coming for this van. I've got so much planned, so much for the future. So get subscribed, ring that bell. I don't think I've ever asked anyone to ring the bell before, but please do, so you don't miss another video. Loads coming up. Obviously, the paint's coming for the other van. I've got loads for this. I've got other cars on the go. So yeah, lots of things happening. So I will see you next time, guys. Thank you very much for joining me. Peace.